Let's
Hel-
fucking go.
Hello, everyone. It is now the spooky month.
It is
Welcome
the
to my
spooky
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's so terrifying?
You see?
Yeah.
Have you
October
heard about what
17th.
he'll do to your tendons?
As you were.
Listen, some of us here revoke penis privileges.
You
Others here
fucking excuse you.
go for every tendon in your body.
Somebody lost penis privileges on Monday. That's all I'm gonna say.
Uh,
I see.
not my monkeys, not my circus.
Oh,
I just don't question. If I think about it too much, I lose.
That's how most things in life are.
Yup.
Speaking of things in life, excuse you, microphone. Don't you just mute on me.
That's really funny.
Who do you think you are?
At least you caught it.
yeah. I can confirm that we are coming through the stream.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you for checking, because I forgot to. Speaking of which, let me pull that up on the side. But we left off. You were on your way to meet with this 4Kage summit, I guess, now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now that one's crazy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, they're not crazy. They're the most sane person in the room.
That might be what they think.
Yeah, exactly. Glad you understand.
To be fair, they were like this probably from the get-go. So,
Yeah.
are you truly out of your mind if the state that you're in is the only mind you've ever known?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Something about can't lose something you never had.
But
So my question for you
Yup.
yeah.
is, are you going to pop out mid-bridge, or are you going to pick one of the sides of the bridge to pop out on?
It's up to you know.
He is, in fact, the driver.
Alright, I picked up a new move.
Schmoovin'?
Logically speaking, it doesn't particularly make sense to go in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we go to one of the ends and it's in the middle, we only had to travel half the bridge. And if it's at the other end, we'd have to travel the whole bridge anyway. Meanwhile, if we go to the middle and go to one end and it's not there, we have to travel the whole bridge. I guess it's all the same. Now that I'm doing the math. But logically speaking, I'm going to the left side. Because Emma was on the left side.
Yeah.
It is your original home side. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Something about good adventures go left?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give me, one of you, a D100.
Not it.
Zach, you got this.
1D100?
Yeah.
Hello, Ghost.
Yo.
Hey.
One stealth
Oh,
from
with greatness.
You arrive on the side of the bridge, and there's no one to be seen.
Well,
Go to the other side.
yeah, we can just walk across. I mean, actually, how long of a walk is that? It's like 2 days.
You
Mhm.
underestimate my power.
I. It's 2 days for the rest of us.
You're about to activate the gates to run across this bridge in like 2 hours.
No.
It would be funny.
It would be funny. Oh God, help me, computer! I just opened the Epic Games launcher so I could start the download for fucking for Alien Isolation. Ah, no,
Mhm.
stop.
You have consigned your computer to explode. Sorry, there is no reverse button.
Uh, anyway, we can just walk the rest of the way across. Like, oh boo, it's 2 days. It's like it's fine.
We took long enough getting here. What's another 2?
Yeah.
It's only 2 days on our limited time schedule.
Mhm.
Yep,
Mhm.
it's fine.
Listen, as far as you know, you still have almost 900 days left.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, we know that's a goddamn lie. However,
I believe
Yeah.
Zach said it best when he said, "Don't believe the lies." When I told you that I updated the Doom clock.
yeah.
Mm.
Uh, okay. I mean, like, what's the best we could do? We could cut it down to like 1 day. Like, it's fine. I guess so the best we could do is make Zach sad. I don't want to do that.
That's the
Especially
best case, is making Zach sad.
Yes, because that would be asking him to ferry us across the bridge. And like I said, I don't want to do that.
since we don't know where we need to be.
Yeah, we'll just go across.
So as you are going across, about a day, maybe closer to a day and a half. At this point on the bridge, everything looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
You see that at the middle of the bridge, there have been tents set up, and already you can hear somewhat of a loud discussion happening from one of the tents.
Well,
And I know this is a
yeah.
formality, but I need to ask, Nobuyuki, what's your perception modifier?
Plus 12.
Damn.
It's a plus 12, but that's when I don't have my Byakugan active. And I now permanently have Tensagon active.
Damn.
Oh, upgrades, people, upgrades.
Is it permanent?
As far as I know, that's what you told me.
It was only permanent while you were at the shrine.
Damn it! I
I'm
had to get
sorry,
that
her
shit.
influence doesn't extend beyond her temple.
Fucking Ito got a permanent thing.
You could turn yours
Ah,
on and off at will for no chakra cost.
no, I can't.
Not the Tensagon part.
I can't with Byakugan.
I
It's
thought you had
5
that.
chakra every time I activate it.
I thought you had the zero chakra
I
upgrade.
only, I
Yeah, that
only
was
have a
for a little bit,
discount. They
but with
nerfed
the
it.
with the rewrite they changed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
I
dare
only have
they
a
do that to you?
discount now.
Yeah.
Because it was like whatever 5, I forget what it was, but it was like 5 chakra, and then once you hit a certain level, it increases how much chakra it takes to use, and then I have something that brings it back down to 5 chakra, which used to bring it down to 0, and I just
Mhm.
very sad.
Yeah. It's what made the running joke of our sage training of me turning off his eyes even more infuriating for him.
Yeah, it's been like this since like level 11,
Mm-hmm.
if not earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, with your perception,
Yeah.
you see that Karime is also sitting at the camp that they've made, but you don't see the other two.
Okay. Uh, like Karime is at the camp in like around the tent? In the tent?
Uh,
What's happening?
there's a little campfire off to the side that they've made that she's sitting at.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to Karime, and ask her what's going on.
She's going to look incredibly surprised that you are alive in the first place because
Hey.
heard she's heard nothing for quite a while, particularly during that time where you were missing in the land wind.
Yeah. The short story is we had to be drugged to go there. Long story. Long story is long into that, and I'm sure we'll get into it.
Yeah, I'll just walk up behind and like throw my arm over Nobuyuki's shoulder and be like, I was there. He can't die. Don't sweat the details. He is not permitted to.
Yeah. By the way, that extends to you. Most of us, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We're
well,
not allowed to die.
about that,
Oh, who's dead?
no one yet, but
Oh, okay.
Who do I need to go slap some life into?
she's going to point over to another tent that there's a soft glow coming out of.
A glow?
Yeah,
Yeah, like, chakra circulating. Yeah, a glow.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
What color is this glow?
Walnut Tower.
it's like a soft green, almost like a radioactive green.
Oh,
Oh
okay,
no.
okay. This is the glow of my
Fine.
pupils. All right,
Oh,
this is
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
That's the color of medical jutsu or
Listen, I
medical chakras,
heard
shall I say?
I heard radioactive. I got scared, okay?
It's
Understandable.
fine. It's fine.
That's why I said it that way.
It's to scare the uninitiated. Oh man. So yeah, I will go over and investigate what's happening over here.
So where do we
Inside,
miss? Oh,
And
I'm gonna do him
DM
first.
something.
I'm gonna go him first, and then you. But once Aruto pokes his head into the tent, he sees two Earth Ninja who, based on their garb, appear to be high ranking,
Okay.
possibly the Kage guards.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, they look pretty exhausted as they are running and taking turns between focusing on Sheena, who's still got a earthen spike through her leg,
God.
and uh, uh, and Haru, who has one through her chest.
Mm.
They're both breathing. They're both alive.
Well, that means I can cook. Cool.
Barely, but we can work with that, I think.
Yeah. Also,
Healing is the mostly alive.
question. Have their well, I guess that's the whole reason why they are holding on. Their death wards 100% have popped.
You go over and give them a quick look over to see what you can do, and find that their death wards are no longer there.
Yep, as expected. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And while he's doing this, Karime is going to explain that there was a large white worm that they had to fight.
Oh, you too.
Yeah,
Oh, in the land of Earth.
No, I think we were on the land of fire by that point.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. 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 See, we were right. The worms were everywhere. No, let me stop.
I'm
I'm gonna give a
imagining.
quick estimation on how big we assume the worm is versus the worm we fought, and be like, was it this big or this big?
Uh, I imagine you go like full extension for the size of the big worm, and then about half that for the worm that you fought.
Yeah.
And she's gonna take the end of your sleeves and push them a little bit closer. Here, I guess.
Okay. Not the big. Got it.
I mean, we could have only hoped that they took care of that while we were taking care of the little one.
Yeah, Sheena and Haru got wounded pretty badly. Honestly, if it weren't for the Tsuchikage, I don't know what we could have done.
Well, what I take it they're having a meeting right now.
Yeah, and that 10 over there, the big one.
All right. Depending on how long it takes Aruto to finish up where he is, we'll head in as soon as he's done.
You can
Back
start
to
without me.
Arito. You are doing your best to heal them, but regardless of what you try with your regenerate, the wounds
Oh.
just
Breaking
aren't
up.
closing. And the
I was saying you were breaking up a little bit there.
oh, regardless of what you try with your regenerate, the wounds just don't want to close.
Interesting.
And the Kage's guards will explain that they've been trying that for several days now, and at best, it just slows at the rate at which they're dying.
Okay. Okay.
Is it because of
So,
the stone pillars in them, or is there like a mark on them?
yeah, we're about to find out. Hit him with that Shia submit Kazing. What's going
Uh,
on in this 30-foot cube or 10-foot cube around me?
well, the first problem is the stone pillars lodged in them.
Well, yeah, obviously that would need to be removed.
Second problem, uh, these pillars will burn and make necrotic of anything that touches it, which is
Mm,
currently what's happening to their wounds,
this makes sense.
which is why they
Thing.
haven't removed it yet.
So we're saying is we
Mm.
remove the pillar, they'll be fine and they can be healed.
Arisa can
Basically.
do that.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
And they would just, try to just pull it out and fix whatever problem happens later. But the wounds are quite large, and that's a lot of blood loss that these pillars are keeping in place.
Yeah, that is the standard procedure whenever it comes to large wounds like this. I agree.
As
All
we'll
right.
need to call in some help.
So
Judging by the skill that you've seen these Kage guards go with, they seem to be roughly your equivalent in terms of medical technique, but you have
cool.
one thing that they don't.
You bet I do. And that's exactly what I was just looking in my backpack for. See how many I happen to have on hand. Wow, it is exactly 2. I'm gonna have to spend a
Did
few
our
weeks making
did our
more.
day of travel count as a full rest for me, by the way?
No,
Or
not a
days of
full
travel
rest.
together? And then did
What
you see
if we
my
carried him?
DM? It's fine. I only have 1 fatigue
Yeah,
right now. Not
listen, we'll just call it or training for Kurisu.
I'll
I
be fine.
True.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And did you read my DM?
What about it?
I asked you a question. Did you read it?
I don't see a question.
On Roll20 Discord.
Oh, no, I didn't see the question in the wall of text
Okay.
because someone didn't put a punctuation.
Yeah, I hate punctuation.
Wow.
On either question. There are 2 questions here.
I copy and pasted jutsu, and then there's 2 smaller lines of text.
No, hold on. There are 3 questions here
3 smaller lines of text.
individually entered. Not one of them has a punctuation.
Oh my gosh.
You know what?
Uh,
There. Is that better?
You just put a question mark.
That's
Next
one
thing that
out of
attacks you
3.
has advantage.
Dang.
Let's see. It would be just the first one. There you go. There's your answer. So what are you trying to do?
Zach or me?
You.
Are you talking to me? Oh.
Okay.
I answered Zach's question.
Oh, what'd you say? Sorry, I was reading something.
Just the first one.
The first one?
Just
Oh,
the first
the
one.
first one.
Just the first one.
Oh, you're no fun.
This is why the first thing that attacks you has advantage. Anyway, Arito, what you doing?
Seeing that this is something of a more advanced thing, and also the fact that we're going to need something to plug these gigantic holes. It's like I've done this on several occasions. Dang, it really has been more than once. I'm like, all right, get ready to remove the spear. I'm going to pull out one of my Everflame fruits and going to slot them in each hole as we remove the spears. Or actually, one better, I will, because I cast Uzumaki Break, I can just dispel it and then slot them in while I'm there. Because these ones, since they have necrotic properties, haven't like completely just turned to stone like the other earthen spears that the worm that we fought did. Correct?
In your current state, this necrosis that it's causing will not be turned off. Maybe in Sage mode.
Okay. Okay.
Which is what I thought he meant when
I have a slight idea that might work.
you said you have
Okay.
something
Okay.
Are
written
the
down.
are the stone pillars made out of chakra?
You do
Uh,
sense that they have chakra from them, yes.
Okay. Could I theorize my chakra absorption would absorb the stone rod?
If it doesn't absorb the stone itself, it might suppress the necrosis effect long enough for them to pull it out and do their thing quickly.
All right, I will cast my chakra absorption bubble, and then I will grab the rod.
out of each of them. So there's two.
I'm gonna have to do this twice, but I'm gonna get the chakra from the first one, then do it to the second one.
Yeah, they even advise once you say this that we should probably do one at a time, please.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Create a red bubble around me. I'll grab onto the rod.
It still burns when you touch it, but only like you're holding a hot bowl.
But it does end it.
You have ended the effect, at least for now, long enough for you to all pull it out, and then the three of them to get to work.
And so
Yeah, how
right.
much chakra do I get off of that?
Let's see, it's just half of the thing.
Yes.
Nope, not that one. That's what you get out of it.
Is it cancer?
For the next minute, I have this.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do, but thanks, man.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you
Are
about
they
to
gonna
Okay.
be
keep
relevant
these
in the
for a
next
rainy
minute?
day?
Probably.
Oh,
Uh,
God. Okay.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Got 2 tenacity die.
Oh God.
Let's
That's
go gambling.
that's really cool. We're definitely keeping those earthen spikes in our backpack.
Is it
Oh
too
my
late
uh,
for
gosh.
applause?
now, I mean, you can go do whatever you need to. Um, Now I need. Arito, do you have a maxed out wisdom?
I don't think so. Yeah, it's at 18.
No. Okay. Well, +4 it is then.
Yeah. The only thing I have maxed out is Constitution. And whenever I level up, it will be Dex next.
Or
Yeah,
wait,
I'm the
what are we
one with
doing?
a
Are we
maxed
just
out
using the
con,
fruit?
intelligence, wisdom, and +4 charisma.
Intelligence. Or
Are
charisma.
we what was the plan again? Pull these out and then you just use the fruit, or are you actually surgerying them? Since the
Uh,
jutsu's
the other two are wanting to just real quick do some medical ninjutsu.
Yeah, which works for me because they already are under the effect of regenerate. So between that already still being effect, because that lasts for literally an hour, and then whatever we are about to do, that would be fine. We really don't need to use
Okay. So before we do this,
it. Hmm.
would Nobuyuki like to use some kind of order to give help? Would that be relevant?
Uh,
I don't know what orders there are.
I actually have two. I have an order, and I have um, and I have commanding presence.
Tsubaki and
But
commanding presence.
Do your
yeah,
allies
there's
have
Can
to
just
be
also
a
do a
bunch.
conscious
little.
to receive these bonuses?
Oh, did they need to get this bonus?
Haru and Sheena need to get this bonus.
Just so we can all
Well,
do like collective high five after we finish the operation. So we all participated.
let me check. Uh,
I mean, Kurisu
so my
stood there and
plans
gave us
need
the thumbs
require
up.
initiative.
Uh,
Are we in initiative?
Not
Jack,
currently.
Kurisu, quick, punch Jack. Punch
Punch
him. Punch Nobuyuki. We
Nobuyuki.
need initiative.
Put the rogue in rogue. Ninja.
hey,
We need
machine
those
boy.
bonuses.
So they each get a +2 to the first skill check that they would make.
Hello, people.
People.
Yo.
And let me take a look at this. What are the requirements for this? Is this a saving throw?
They will be making a saving throw, yes.
I can make it so that one of them can't receive any penalties to their saving throw.
It'll be
They are
for
currently
Haru.
receiving no penalties.
Oh,
Well, and I need to go to this tab and take a look at.
fine. I think I have a thing too that I can apply.
All creatures of my choice within 30 feet. All right, so they do all get a +2 to their saving throws. That is the best that I can do in the circumstance. It is
Oh
not a
yeah.
skill check.
Is
And we're
this a
not initiative.
condition that they are going to be combating?
Depends. What is it you're doing?
The until their heart stops.
What's
Basically twice per rest, a creature other than myself, whenever they gain hit points as a result of a jutsu I cast, they who are currently under the effects of a hostile inflicted condition, they make their next saving throw or skill check to end said condition at advantage.
then they will have advantage as well.
Yeah, hold
Got
on.
'em.
Who are you calling a rat boy? Just say eat rats.
It's probably in
Different rat
reference
boy.
to our Friday stream for Pathfinder.
Okay.
No, they have someone who is they just like eating rats.
Oh,
Listen.
they really are
I
just alternate us for real, for real.
He's not even Snake's age.
Deep fried
Oh.
I
rodent.
mean,
If you say deep fried, I say blackened. Uh,
I know.
uh, Shirley, listen. You can't judge me. You do the same.
yeah, those roles feel like about right. Haru's in a much more dire condition, rolled a bit lower than Sheena.
Jesus Christ.
Guys gave a
Take
lot
it
of bonuses.
down.
You mean Aruto gave a lot of bonuses.
I mean,
He is the one king to rule them all.
He really does just do his work.
what can I say?
Aruto
I understand the
applied
assignment.
roughly a third of that bonus.
Yeah.
Uh, well, after that, you've done all you can. They seem to be as stable as they're going to get in this condition. They're certainly not dying anymore, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, and they've got to regenerate, so literally everything should be back where it's supposed to.
All that's left to do now is wait and see if they recover.
They will. Also, I will reapply the death wards to them while we're at it.
Will you let me know when my tenacity die run out?
I will.
Thank you.
Hey Eric, hypothetical
Mhm.
question.
Hypothetical answer.
Since Ito has both hit dice and tenacity dice right now, if I use any of the grim skills, which do I take first?
Does it say tenacity dice first?
It just lists them off. If it's like if they are a player character, you hit their hit dice. If they are a regular standard enemy, you hit their tenacity dice. I think
Oh, then
that's
you would
how it
only hit
works.
his hit die.
Okay. Let's see. All right, cool. Verbiage. Yeah, if the player is considered a player character, you hit them for hit dice. If the player is considered an adversary, you hit them for tenacity. All right, cool. Now we know. Carry on.
All right. Well, they seem to be about as stable as you can make them. You've even granted them a reapplication of your death ward,
Oh,
which is probably the only reason they're still alive to begin with.
correct. Speaking of which, since I wasn't actually here last time to say this, before we left town, I would have given Kazu back his death ward.
I assumed you would have.
Good.
Is what we do.
Mm-hmm. Take care of the boy.
I just kind of gave that one to you because it seems like something you would do.
Correct. I'm glad you know me so well. That's what a decade will do for you. Plus,
It's a long time.
it really is. To say here's to the next decade and beyond. Anyways, carry on. We go talk to some Kage because I've worked my magic. They will recover.
Goodbye, paltry serenade. I don't know what you did to be banned, but goodbye.
They put a message in chat about buying viewers and with a suspicious link, and I said, let me report and ban this person.
Ah, so the standard fare.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was hoping for something more interesting this time.
No.
It never is.
Yeah, like they really step up their game, to be honest. Like, give us something we can make fun of them for.
Damn.
Yeah, at least once there has been an actual person that joined stream, interacted with me, and then after seeming like yeah, I'm just a person that's joined the stream, you seem like cool people, then eventually led back to I too am a streamer. I'm making big bank. You should sign up with my people and then you can buy streamers. And I'm
Oh,
like, dang,
no.
you were a homie. Look.
We trusted you.
We trusted you. Now I gotta pull out the chair. Look what you made me do.
Exactly.
Take him behind the woodshed.
That's where we keep the wood chipper.
That is where we keep the wood chipper.
Yeah.
First we brain them with a steel chair, then we throw them in.
Dang.
These actions are not indicative of the actions described here.
I would like to point out that none of us own a wood chipper, to my knowledge.
I, however, own
Uh,
several steel chairs.
I mean, like, I have a snowblower, but that's not quite the same.
It's in the family.
What is in the family?
It's a less violent member of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not throwing anybody into either one.
I, however,
Oh, wait, hold on. Careful what you say.
I abstain.
I told you I have steel chairs.
I
You come
d-
into our chat talking about your bots, we won't have an issue.
You know what? We can throw the bots in the wood chipper. No one cares about those.
Oh, yeah, the bots can be thrown in the wood chipper. You're gonna take your computer and toss it in there.
Nah, I'd rather just scavenge them for parts.
No, you're right. I said it and I thought about it. But alright. Where were we?
They've been healed,
Mm-hmm.
at least to as much of a state as you can get in the time that you had.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I am satisfactory. Or satisfied. There we
You're.
go.
I was about to say. I mean, you are satisfactory. We greatly appreciate you. However, not what I was going to say.
Yeah.
There's still a discussion coming from the tent.
We
Well, let's
kick
go in.
open the tent. Boom, baby. Not really.
Just kick open the front of the tent, and like, sup, bitches?
It is I, your saviors. Or us, your saviors.
It is we, your saviors.
Oh gosh. Literally
Why
yesterday's
is it
stream.
French?
I made Messiah, and then the next day a cult pops up saying, "The Savior is coming." And I'm like, well, you see.
God damn it. But yeah, we're gonna come into the tent.
Yep. Who's your favorite rogue
Inside the
ninja?
tent.
Yep.
Oh, well, I know who my favorite is.
Rock eyebrow
Is it?
raise.
Is it Ito? Because Ito's pretty. Is she? I thought she's Land of Water. Or are you just putting down pictures? Just putting down pictures. All right.
I'm pretty sure I have the Kage on this one somewhere. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? I have her placed on a map. I could just copy and paste it from there.
Yeah.
Don't be a fool.
Don't be a fool. Bit of a fool.
I need to shrink you to the size of one block so that when I copy you over, you're not 17 spaces wide.
Hear me out.
Oh, you're still too big.
It's fine. They need to be larger anyways. Like Shigeki, we cannot see his face.
That's because of his health bars. I will remove those.
Yeah.
Click. Click. There you go.
But even still, fully zoomed in, they are kind of small though.
I know. I will Make them larger once I get them all set.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Land of Lightning should be here somewhere. There he is.
Still have the black receiver in him.
Yep.
Of course. You know the thing is actually immovable.
I was about to say, has nobody figured out how to take care of the? Well, I guess he can't take it out anyway.
There you go.
All right. Uh,
Yeah. Ghost,
okay.
this is big spoiler territory here now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are in large spoiler territory. We understand if you leave at this point. You probably should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cracks knuckles.
You're free to stay. Just know that it's spoilers.
We will give 2 minutes. I am starting the timer now.
You have 2 minutes for instigating. This is hockey now, bitch.
My God.
I'm sorry, I've been hanging out with Nina too much.
I
Yeah?
see.
Uh,
All right. He should have had enough time to leave now.
yeah, I said 2 minutes, but it's probably enough time.
It doesn't take that long in order to hit the X button.
Yeah. Maybe he dawdled.
The speed of Alt 4. I can word, I promise.
Are you sure it's Alt
I understood.
4 and not Alt F4?
I.
Oh, yeah, no, I missed that as well. Let's get into it. Let's get
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
into the news.
There they are.
There they are.
I mean, I'm fine just listening to what they're saying if they're not going to stop.
They are currently in the middle of discussing the current situation
Mhm.
and how to deal with what's going on, and if they should even check the swamp to begin with.
Understandable.
Mhm.
Should know.
In
How
short,
many of
nothing
you?
productive is being done.
Okay, how many of you encountered the giant worm? Just
The large man in the large armor carrying the large scythe is going to raise his hand. He's even bigger than Raiden, actually.
Wow. That's saying something.
lewd
And
dude
I,
with
in
an
fact,
axe.
know that this is the man, right?
Well, you know Shigeki.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You've met with the Kage from the Land of Fire.
Mm.
You've met with the Kage from the Land of Lightning. And you've seen Ryomi before. He's the only one you haven't seen before.
I put 2 and 2 together.
You can put 3 and
Uh,
5 together. I believe in you.
I can split 2 and 3 from 5.
Whoa. That's some
Mickey Mouse.
advanced math.
That's uranium, Richard.
Yeah.
Anyway, uh, sorry, my mom came in the moment that I asked my question. Okay, so how many of you encountered a worm?
Only the large man will raise his hand.
All right, that was a small one, relatively speaking.
not.
There's another one in the land of in Mizukage, in Mizumi. Pretend I'm speaking well. Uh, Uh, there's another one in Mizumi. I don't know about other villages. Uh, Even the three of us and all those that were left to defend Mizumi were barely enough to fight off that worm.
The large man's gonna look a little confused. What do you mean? It took the entire city to fight it.
Was yours not quite as big? Because ours was huge.
It was fairly big, yeah.
How big is fairly big? Are we? I'm gonna step outside. I'm gonna summon Moroyo. Are we talking like him big? Are we talking bigger? How big
Bigger
we
than that.
talking? Bigger than that? We talking like two of him?
Maybe 6.
Six of him? Okay, because we're talking like the size of the city.
You probably should have led with that, Nobu.
Oh, why did you get the fun one?
Well, you see.
Because they had me.
Nobuyuge takes a breath in. He's like about to like say something, raises a finger, and just like. Anyway,
We
I'm
know
the
standing by
point
my
exactly
is
statement.
why.
the mother worm is not only even larger than that. Eric, what would you give an approximation for the size difference between the one that we fought and the size of the the mother worm?
So, looking at a D&D size chart,
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going.
because I looked this up a couple weeks ago
Okay.
to mention it. It was
I
very funny.
remember that. We were sitting together looking at some of this.
The
What
worm
level
you
of
guys
colossal?
like a colossal 4, colossal 5,
Uh-huh.
which is which colossal 5 stops at 4,000 feet, and colossal 4 starts at just over 1,000 feet.
Yeah, it's somewhere in between there.
So it was somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
The big one is, by your best estimate, somewhere between the plus 10 and plus 12.
Jesus Christ. That is like
Um,
we're getting to the point where we're no longer counting in feet, we're now counting in miles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Colossal 10 starts at 12 miles. Colossal 12 ends at 96.
No,
That's
but I can't punch that. You realize that, right?
You can
you can
punch it,
punch
I just
it.
can't promise it's gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm
that's
going
the
to
real
explain
question.
how big it is. And I'm going to say, and this thing is dotted with every known dojutsu. As well as one I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. You should draw it out for
So,
them in case they happen to know about it.
we're gonna. Yeah, actually, I will. I will
So,
draw every eye that we saw.
do you see that white line?
Yes.
Yeah.
At most, that's about how big it is.
I see.
Good
Wow.
googly moogly.
Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
what I'm gonna say is we can't focus on fighting this thing head on. I Otherwise, we probably would have gone there straight away. Uh, but the fact that we would be fighting it as well as the Kage, the Land of Wind, and whatever rest is in the village, close to the swamp, big issues. What we need to figure out is how do we match that level of strength?
in an extremely short amount of time.
Uh, now there were 4 ninja who originally fought the I remember the original 4, they fought like the full thing and split it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh
Specifically, it was Osuke who's forcing it to split.
okay. There was oh god, hold on. Hold on. No, you wrote this down for me. Okay.
Yosuke,
Uh
Maki, Toshimasa, and
so yeah,
uh
and
starts with
Adachi.
an A. Yes, thank you, Hadachi.
Uh the 4 of us have been seeking out their teachings, learning their powers. I have achieved the Tensegon of oh god, where's the
Maki.
yeah, I have achieved Maki's Tensegon. Ito possesses Toshimasa's Rinnegan. Uh, Aruto is receiving sage training from the birds, and Kurisu was directly trained by the spirit of Adachi.
Salute.
We can do what we can. We will continue to learn. We will attempt to communicate. We still need to communicate with Osuke, who apparently is present on the moon. But don't ask me about it. I don't get it yet.
I don't get it either.
It's just that simple. He's on the moon.
I
We need to build a rocket.
I
We build a ladder.
I mean, I could
but
probably
we make
jump
it like
there.
it'd be really tiring to climb a ladder that long. So you make it
A
an
space
automated
elevator.
ladder. A device that elevates us. Perhaps an elevator.
It's okay. We'll play Snake Eater while you climb the ladder.
Oh
I,
man, that would inspire me to go the distance.
I
uh,
That would bring back too many flashbacks for me.
it's fun.
I don't think it is.
It's fine. Uh, that's the bad news. That's the bad news.
The
Now that
bad
I've
news is
had
that we've got a sage, someone with the Tenseigan, someone with the Rinnegan, and someone who learned from probably the best taijutsu master the world has ever seen.
no, the first part was the bad news. We're getting into the good news. I just need to get my freak out of the way. Uh, I need to know what resources we have at our disposal because it's going to take a while before we can match those masters.
And then surpass them.
We 100% will surpass them. That is just how it works. My
How it
understanding.
works.
I really feel like I don't have much of a choice in the matter anyway.
Going
No,
from left
we
to
don't.
right, Shigeki is going to mention that with the village destroyed, we don't have much in way of supply,
Yeah, not from Mizumi.
but we do have at least whoever's left.
Rin is continuing to study how to release the genjutsu that the worm is placing on people. We didn't really get a large chance to check in with everyone while we were there.
The Kage from the Land of Fire will speak up. We've got a lot of talented ninja around. I'm sure I have a few I can send to help this Rin person.
That would be help because if every ninja that we send ends up turning it into an enemy, we are going to struggle. The Hugo clan, of course, will fully give their support in what we need to do. The Uzumakis, the
The,
Hondas.
the Kage from the Land of Lightning will speak up. We've got a few tools at our disposal that we haven't shown the world yet.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, trip to the Land of Lightning was fascinating.
One might even say enlightening.
And the Kage from the Land of Earth will just stand there and say that the village of the Land of Earth has never been successfully attacked even once.
Wow, that's quite the feat.
Okay. All right. Okay. We have powerful ninja. We have researchers who can work on figuring out how to release this genjutsu. Supply lines can be established. You have tools. We'll go over that. I'm going to push forward the sheet with the eyes on it again. What can anyone here tell me about these? I know the Tensagon. I have vague understanding of the Renegon. Uh, I don't know what this one is, pointing to the blood dragon eye. And I'm just it's like, what do we know about these?
Well, rolled a couple of checks for the people here to see if
Uh-huh.
they knew anything.
Right.
One
Yeah.
person knows. It's very funny who the one person is.
Why is it going to be Earth?
Uh,
The one that we
I
would
was
never expect?
It's not going to be that one.
I was thinking
Uh,
Ryomi.
that would
Uh,
just be expected.
It would be expected.
Got the answer.
I would if I could find the thing.
Oh, well.
The page on the blood dragon eye.
Yes.
It is in
Uh,
the new book. Test stock.
Yeah, isn't test stock.
Thank you. Was
Gotcha.
trying to find it, couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Starting to think I was crazy to think that it existed in the first place.
No, don't you worry. I can confirm it exists. For a little
Oh
bit, I
yeah.
was conspiring to borrow some eyes.
Find the village, steal their eyes, give them a pat on the back and replace them.
I mean, yes, not a villain. They don't take and then
Not
not
yet.
replace.
Not a villain yet.
We've roughly completed our Rogue Ninja arc.
Yeah,
But
we're back on being the up and up.
Yeah.
Ryomi will speak up. I've seen it once before. I can't tell you exactly what it does, but it seems to have some control over blood flow.
Hmm. Interesting.
Right. So we're looking at dojutsu that are known as the All-Seeing Eye, control blood flow, potentially have the greatest genjutsu known to man. Uh, God knows what else those eyes can do. And,
Well, I
Push.
can make
That's
blood flow
what.
out of people. Does that help?
and
That and push. Push
and,
real hard.
uh, and the Rinnegan, which is a toolbox of so many powers that anything that isn't covered by the others can probably be done by the Rinnegan.
That's the truth. Looking pretty apex to me.
My question is, how do you ruin its eyes? After you ruin its eyes, it's still a giant worm that, can thrash about and
Ass jutsu.
destroys everything in its path, but
Yeah, it's not doing
that is
funny
one.
ocular things at us. I agree.
Mhm.
Well, it is just a worm, correct?
Right. I mean, that's what we call it, but I don't know
I will
everything
air
about it.
quotes the just a worm. Yes.
Why do you ask?
I might have a tool to deal with it, should it come to that.
Says
Do
I've
you,
got a giant case of salt.
this,
Suck all
this
the
is
water out
not,
of it.
this is not the time to hold state secrets in reserve. This is a matter of, the safety of the world.
Mhm.
Uh, and I think that we should all be open with each other.
I trust Ryumi to handle the worm if it comes to using. I assume it's tied to a power with the eyes. And being the only one I've seen of hers with those, I assume she prefer to keep things secret.
It's less that I want to keep it secret because I don't want to tell any of you. It's that it's got a cost that is something I would rather not have to pay unless absolutely necessary.
Okay.
Is it going to take your eyesight or your use of your eyes? Like your ocular powers? I've seen this before.
Yeah, but it might be more similar to what's happened to Dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah. Well,
Confirm or deny.
I'm going to.
She will stay silent.
Okay. Anyways,
Well,
carry on.
I will continue training. Hopefully train with Moroyo. Uh, he's reaching the sort of power that rivals his father. Uh,
Moroyo outside of the tent still because he hasn't been unsummoned.
And he did not take
Poke,
listen,
himself
poke
away.
his
will
head in.
poke his head in. Listen, that's a little much for credit.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm going to say, you are an A rank summoned beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will be working. We will be training. If I can find a way to teach you how to harness celestial chakra, by God, I will.
Yeah, imagine.
Uh, how does that sound? You want to be the celestial serpent? Does that sound cool?
Give me a persuasion or a performance.
Just
I
rename
will
yourself
see.
to
Uzumaki.
oh, what's that big snake? Jormungandr? Something like that.
21.
Not bad.
I mean, it sounds nice, but does it really fit me?
I
We'll
mean,
workshop.
yeah, we'll figure it out. Listen, I'm just gonna teach you how to, hopefully teach you how to work with this. Might take a little bit of surgery. Or to stay on hand, we're gonna get those techniques.
You know what?
Uh,
What I do. What my MO
I know.
is.
Uh, there will be Moroyo. I have recently learned the technique Ultimate Divine Providence, which is a Hyuga technique that is a culmination of control over celestial chakra. Uh, from the notes that I have found from Maki Hyuga, should it bring all of its parts together, is the only Hyuga technique that will be working against it. Uh, let's see, what else do we have? I mean, when in doubt, Ito,
Yeah.
Yes, that
how
is true.
how long how long does it take you to charge that?
Like a minute.
Shigeki, do
Hmm.
you think you could get one of your marked kunai inside the worm?
A worm of that size, probably fairly easily.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna look at Ito.
It's like trying to throw a kunai at a building. It just kind of
Oh no, I
will
meant
hit.
like inside.
Yeah, just throw it in
Toss
the
it
mouth,
in.
right?
Okay, all right. Looking at Ito again.
Not the most happy about going inside of a worm after being inside that other one.
We were fine.
You saw how effective putting a bomb inside the worm was last time.
It was pretty good. Very effective.
It's a thought. It's a thought, and I think that we should think about it more.
We'll workshop
You can think about it more.
it.
I understand I'm not the one going inside the worm. I'm just saying, consider it. Uh, I think big concerns are how do we stop it from moving and just rolling over us? How do we get through its thick skin? And what sorts of techniques will be effective? Hyuga's Gentle Fist should work. A squad of Hyuga should be able to do something against it. That's how we did most of what we could to the last worm that was at the village. Kurisu and I sealed its chakra and then began rupturing it from the inside. Plus, with the Uzumaki sealing techniques, probably our best bet as far as that goes. It should also limit the use of its dojutsu.
It is at this moment that the Kage from the Land of Lightning will speak up. Well, you said it's no time for state secrets. And he's going to pull a scroll from his vest and roll it onto the table.
Oh. Are these the
Looking at
nuclear
this
launch
scroll.
codes? Not really.
Is the nuclear launch code a plancha?
Inside are the designs for some sort of large metal tube that gets hooked up to several ninja. By the looks of the design, probably 50 to 100.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that'll deal with the worm problem?
And what exactly am I looking at here?
Well, things were tense between us for quite a while, so we started development on a weapon.
Uh-huh.
So you made a giant cannon fueled by ninja.
Yes,
I
interesting.
see.
the ninja hooked
We
up to it will supply the chakra and it will fire out of the end of the cannon there.
I look at Arito.
probably fired on his own. Uh, we can unpack, all the whole, weapons of mass destruction later. That's not important right now.
I
I
beg
What's
to
agree.
differ.
important right now is where we need to set something like that up.
That's true. How portable is it?
Yeah, what is the firing range as well?
He's going to move the scroll off so that he can take a look at the map.
Mm-hmm. Let me zoom out.
Yeah, because that's something we need to confirm the position of the worm.
God, we're
I
really
think the
calling in
swamp
stratagems, aren't
more
we?
borders the land of lightning.
Okay, I have this in
Where's our
hexes.
orbital
Let
rail
me
cannon?
let
Where's
me see if
Eagle
I can
One
change the
Retriever?
measurement so that I can be accurate with this without having to do math myself.
I
Go
believe
for it.
you.
No, that's meters. Miles. There we go. Okay, good. It's calculating right. Let me double check something before I set this to where you can see it. And we'll make it the color of. Someone give me a color or a hex code.
Pink.
Blue,
I
blue or
heard it.
pink?
So good.
Pink it is.
All right.
Shout out to the time I used the dropper tool on a woman, and that bitch's skin tone was F F F F F F.
I remember this.
Wow.
That is a little too far. Hold on.
Oh god, wasn't it a saber?
That was Salter.
I need a. I need a. I need a. I was hoping I
I
wouldn't
was
have to
like,
type
oh,
the T.
what color is this? And
There we go.
it was just white.
It wasn't just white, it was
Oh,
super white. It was so white that I can't say his name on stream. Never mind, I had to carry on.
I'm not,
Although its
not
effective
curious.
reach is lesser than that.
I see. So what I'm hearing is we might want to move it closer. I don't know the logistics of that.
And he's going to make that second circle of its more effective range.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We move it closer. I don't know the logistics of that. You'll get there. But if we bring it closer, we get it set up within range of the worm. We set up fortifications and have teams of ninja defending it from any sort of other attack. And we start launching attacks into the worm. at the very least, something of that size should slow it down.
I agree. Question: how many times could you fire it in succession?
Once, and then it has a fairly hefty cooldown period.
Mm-hmm. And question, Eric, is this like a mortar kind of thing, or
No,
is
it's a
this an
cannon. It
actual cannon?
shoots straight through whatever is in the way.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh, Christ almighty, we gotta worry about orbital now. We gotta calculate that shit.
It's fine.
They made the cannon. They can do the calculation for us.
Wait, hold on. Can this shoot us to the moon?
Oh
Please don't
shoot!
aim it straight up.
Let's go, baby.
Anyway, um, okay. That, like I said, that should, at the very least, yeah, that should at the very least slow it down. What sort of ammunition does it fire?
Chakra.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
chakra cannon.
I didn't know if it used chakra to fire a projectile. That being said, it has Renegon. Show him the thing, and I'm gonna throw a Phoenix Fire at him.
With a Phoenix Fire.
You're not gonna get a hit. Just do the thing.
I'm not gonna flex my ability. I have the ability to absorb chakra. Don't need to show them.
Just
But
dig
I've
around your
not
pocket.
done it.
Show them the tenacity dice.
I've
Uh,
not done it to the magnitude of 100-man
okay.
chakra cannon. I don't know how it's. I don't know what that do to my body.
Yeah, but it's not your body. I'm concerned about the worm that also possesses the Rinnegan.
It's just
Yeah.
that scene from Avengers. Power at 400%. Huh.
Exactly.
I remember
Firing
that.
that cannon at the worm, if it is a projectile made entirely of chakra, may instead
Mhm.
just give it a lot of chakra.
Yeah. Temporary though it may be, it can be spent.
Zach, I heard a are you having an idea?
We could. Hmm, we could possibly get around that.
Okay.
Because
How
at least with
so?
the way my absorption works, it's the first jutsu that hits me whenever I put the bubble up, and then the bubble drops. So we can find some way to hit it first to make it drop the bubble and then fire the cannon.
Okay.
That
Bait it
would
and then
require.
follow up.
We baited into putting the. We fire the cannon and baited into putting the shield up.
Oh,
Then
and then
someone
have
comes in and
someone
hits with
else be
something
like
else,
Phoenix Fire or
Yeah,
and
something
then we
real
have
that
the cannon
basic.
land and hit.
that would
I'm gonna look
require
over to
a.
Shigeki.
Order of
Shigeki, what's the
operations.
biggest thing you've teleported?
The biggest?
Yeah.
Uh, something akin to a tailed beast bomb. Why?
You think you could teleport the giant mana cannon's blast and delay its attack for a second?
I don't know about delay, but I
Hmm.
can try.
Hmm.
Okay, hear me out. Chakra rifle. Shoot that.
I uh-huh.
And then, because they'll obviously be traveling at different speeds if we fire them at different times. And then have like one fire maybe just faster, like the rifle that is, such that it seems like, oh no, there's the big cannon, that it wouldn't notice little rifle blast coming in just underneath. Such that it's like,
I
okay, I put off my bubble, and then surprise, the rifle hit first, and then check this out, boom.
The Raikage is gonna speak. We only have the one. It took us 10 years to get here.
Dang.
Yes, but what would it take to build a second one now that you know how to do it?
And just not even the big one, just a small one, just like handheld, shot
There.
by like maybe
It's
2 or 3
not
people.
even fully functional. It damn near breaks after one shot.
Oh well.
And also at that point we just use a Phoenix Fire.
I mean, yeah.
Ito, go ahead and roll me a flat intelligence.
Man,
Would you like to use your focus points to upgrade that roll?
it's a 15.
Sabaki gives you a +2.
I swear I can type. There you go.
How many?
How many what?
How many would it take?
Set.
To fill the cannon with?
Yeah.
Like
From the
100 people.
design you saw, I'm gonna estimate. I'm gonna estimate 60.
Take
That's my
3?
napkin math.
I'm just thinking, how much would a black receiver do? And how do we get a black receiver in it?
Mm.
Can anything stop it besides dodging? Because you just
Because we look at the D&D size chart,
throw it.
it's armor class.
So how
Like,
long
only
would
like
it
a
take me to
minus
produce
eight.
that many?
I'm gonna go with. You can do 3 a day.
Uh, but would that work?
They're indestructible rods that aren't absorbed by the Renegon. So
True.
at the worst, it's a start.
Mm. Well, we could try to shoot the chakra rods I can produce out of it.
I was thinking about that as well.
You're familiar with them. Points at the lightning kage.
Very.
How'd that go, by the way?
What do you mean, how did it go?
Like, how'd you get fixed? What happened after the rod was pulled out of you?
It isn't! It's still right here!
Yeah,
Just
I was gonna
lifts
say.
poncho.
Okay. For sake of testing, would you guys be ready to possibly knock out lightning kage?
Hold on. I'm
What?
In
if
Oh,
I
case I pull up the
may.
rod and you're still somehow under the effects of the genjutsu.
yeah,
We don't know.
shadow
I don't know how
possession.
embedded it is into your
Psyche.
self.
Yeah.
If I may, I'm going to extend my shadow possession, like right before him. It's like, may I?
Um, as you set up for this, Ito, with your eyes, you can see that it is still going off, though in not quite the direction of the swamp. The angle's a little bit off. It's going in a more like
I didn't even think about that. So long as the rod is in the Raikage, we have a compass that points towards the worm.
I'm trying to get the angle right. Like a this way direction.
Mm-mm. Okay, so there's no point in pulling the rod out. Pretty sure you're still under the effects of the genjutsu.
Well, that's why I haven't removed it. You told me not to.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. This does bring up a point though. We can know where the worm is by the flow of chakra from the black receiver stuck in the Raikage.
Now, after a few feet, this pointer does become too thin for him to really notice.
Yeah, how about me?
You get an extra few feet, but it's not like
Okay.
a sudden direct line.
Okay.
But at the very least, it is a compass pointing to it. Shigeki is going to bring up a concern.
What's
Okay.
that?
You said that a worm attacked Mizumi,
Yeah.
where I was keeping the other Jinchuriki.
Mm-hmm. They were evacuated.
Lord Tsuchikage over there was also attacked by a worm,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and Kurime was with him.
Mm-hmm.
We have no other reports or sightings of any other worms, at least that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do about this problem?
But what problem? The fact that it's
Well,
sending its children out for the Jinchuriki?
Yes, that problem.
Well, we have a friend of yours working on a way to separate them. Uh, she's currently back at lab at our headquarters working on that. Outside of that, keep them moving, keep training them. It seems like the worms can't directly draw from these Jinchuriki. I'd be concerned if we move closer to the swamp, but it appears that actually fighting the worms is fine. Uh, Either way, they need to train. They need to learn. Speaking of which, Lord Tsuchikage, what sort of power did Kurime exhibit? How's her training been going? I didn't think to ask her while we saw her outside.
I don't know. I didn't see where she started from.
That's fair enough. Okay, we will ask when we go out. Actually, can I call her in?
If you had to rank her on the ninja rating scale, what rank would you give her?
Yeah.
Ganin, Chunin, Jonin.
Special
Okay.
Jonin. Well, we know we're not there yet.
Hey, I've
Talk about
pleasantly
Anbu.
surprised before.
That's true.
I'm not the best judge of strength. I see strength in only 3 categories.
Less than you, equal to you, and more than you.
Correct.
Yeah.
See, this one understands.
God. All right, understood.
Oh
Ah,
man, I like this guy.
can I call her in to ask her how her training's going? Because that
I
might be
think we can
important.
maybe table it, maybe.
Well, I need to know how she's doing in terms of sage training,
Yeah, fair enough.
and bonding with her tailed beast. Because unless the Jinchuriki can work with their tailed beasts, uh, then
They're kind of
on the
screwed.
battlefield, it's more of a liability to have them there
Boon.
instead of a yeah. And in my mind, I will be directing mental energies at the monkey. It's like, you better tell him.
I can't do that unless you're in direct contact.
And we'll get there.
Okay. I was just reading how far she is in on her nonsense.
Okay.
Cool.
So when you ask her, I have it.
Alright. Uh, those of you that, you know, had the Jinchuriki under your protection before they were captured, uh, how were they with their tailed beasts?
Uh, in order from, I'm going to move this a little bit over. In order from left to right.
Mm-hmm.
They could forcefully manifest a full form of the beast inside of them.
Ooh.
Okay.
They had a skeletal chakra cloak.
Okay.
And the beast has submit to the Jinchuriki and helps them.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's one that we can count on.
And as for the wind one, we don't know. We haven't exactly put them into a fight.
I'm gonna look at Shigeki. It's your people, yeah.
What do you mean it's my people?
That brought the Jinchuriki in.
Yeah,
Yeah?
we didn't fight
And
them. Why would we? Why
oh,
would we fight them?
I don't know. I didn't know because Karime fucking fought. We fucking fought.
Yeah, no, we had drugs made to pacify them so that we could just move them to a new location. And then she used genjutsu on the one with the crab.
The crab?
Yeah, the
What
crab.
fucking tails does crab have?
4.
Mm. Interesting.
There's visible confusion on Nobuyuki's face. What does that
Understandable.
even look? I don't. You know what? Never mind.
Just
We'll.
reach over and massage your brain. Just let it
Yeah.
go.
I.
Just let it go.
God damn it. Anyway. Uh. We'll see how Karime is doing, but these Jinchuriki, like I said, they need to work with their tail beasts and have control to like they need to work together for this. Um if they can't manifest properly, then they don't stand it. They're just a liability. They're just going to be taken, and they're going to become. They're. It's too likely that they will just be taken to become part of fucking outer god. This is. Is there anything else that we know before I go to talk to Karime and then
Well,
we
the
think
rest of
about
the
talking?
Jinchuriki aren't here. They're still around where Mizumi was last I heard.
Uh, yeah, we'll be in contact with your associate that was taking care of them, and we'll go visit them. I mean, how do you think we've been all over the world over the past
I
few
thought
months?
one of you may have learned my flying Raijin. Why?
Uh,
Adjacent.
it's flying Raijin adjacent. Speaking of which, I'm gonna whisper to Ito. It's like, hey, I know how you feel about him. I feel about him like that too. How do you feel about learning flying Raijin from him?
I don't need it.
All right, good talk.
I heard that.
uh, I mean, if I could learn it, I would take it. But anyways,
All right.
I mean, you probably have the chakra control and the pool necessary to perform it. I could teach you given a couple of days.
ain't gotta tell me twice. Clear schedule. Give me 2 days. Kidding. But yeah, sounds good.
And you also need to continue your sage training.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I I think that we will check in with Karime. Uh, things that need to happen. We need to talk. You need to talk about the logistics of getting the cannon set up within range of the swamp, and we need to get eyes on the worm and figure out what's going on with it. Uh, anyone that can properly detect chakra should be able to see the chakra flowing from the black receiver in the general direction of the worm, and the Raikage can act like a compass.
The Raikage is going to speak up. We can't exactly move the cannon.
Mm-hmm. And how long would it take to build a new one?
To the power that we have it at?
Preferably.
Months, maybe even a year.
Or like the technologically advanced fucking nation. Let me see. Well, work on the targeting. Just make sure that when we need to hit it, whatever markers we need to set, that we can fire. Even that means Shigeki using his flying Raijin to move it directly to its target.
I mean, it would be probably best if we could just get it within range of the cannon that's already set up.
Yeah, I'd like it within the effective range, but the maximum range might have to do.
Yeah. Which conveniently the swamp is in, so
It
that
is
makes
within the maximum range.
yeah. The only thing
Uh,
is, if you want your worm uncomfortably close to swamp, yeah, sure.
yeah. Unless we find a way to force it to divert its path northward through the mountains. Uh, should we leave them to it and check in on Karime? See how she's doing with sage mode and her tailed beast?
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. Do they have any other questions for us?
No, we'll get to sorting out the logistics of this situation and figure out what to do with the other Jinchuriki.
Okay. I will head out.
You walk out. Karime is still at the medical tent watching from outside to give them their space.
Hey, Karime, how's your training going?
Training?
Uh, contracts with Sage
Oh,
Beast.
right. It it's been a long couple of days.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Um yeah, it's been all right. I turns out that I'm incapable of generating nature chakra.
Incapable? And I'm going to just, you know, put a hand on like the side of her arm, or is somebody being an asshole about it?
Uh Now that you're in contact, uh the big original monkey is going to speak up to you. Listen, it's not pleasant to be around. We don't mix well.
What do you mean it's not pleasant to be around?
It's unpleasant.
This guy's been ready to suck up nature chakra the entire time. Celestial as well.
That's different.
Is
Wait, you've
it?
been feeding him celestial chakra and I get to stay locked up here? Fucking
I can't channel nature chakra anymore. I need a lot of help to do that now. Now, why is it such an issue for you? Because if she's not ready to fight, you're getting eaten and put back into mom. Going to be unbirthed.
Listen, her trying to make nature energy burns and hurts me, which translates to burning and hurting her, which messes up with the flow of creating nature chakra. We can't do that while we're connected. The only
What do you
reason
mean
you can still do it at all is because he's still tiny.
What do you mean it burns and hurts you?
As in, it burns, like if you were to stick your hand in that fire over there.
Wait, hold on. So, no, because when we were in the swamp, she was happy enough to eat your nature chakra, right, Aruto?
Uh-huh.
So why would it burn you?
I don't know, but it burns and it hurts the insides. I would like it to not happen.
Sorry, I'm just running through all of this. Why would it... You say he can eat because he's small? Is it because it's overfilling your reserves?
I don't know the specifics of it.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. Have you ever tried to give her power? You know,
Yes, I give her plenty of power. She's still incapable of forming me completely, and I'm a little offended, but yes, I have given her plenty.
I'm gonna look at Kareem, eh? I was like, so he lends you a bit of chakra and you're able to use that?
Uh, yeah, I can form something of a cloak resembling him, but it's only my size, which isn't incredibly imposing.
Still powerful, but
Question. Well,
uh, yeah,
I'll ask anyways. It might
I'll
be a
fill you
waste of
in. I'll
time.
fill you on what's being said. What's
Yeah.
up?
Um.
While you guys
So,
are speaking out loud, the monkeys will be speaking.
Okay.
well, monkey to monkey communication.
Neuron activation.
But so you said that the nature chakra is burning the the monkey. Yeah. Uh, is it just quite literally all nature chakra blanket statement, not insert flavor of nature chakra here? Here's some fire nature. Yeah. You obviously don't like that since you're cold aligned, but if I hit you with some water aligned chakra, then it might be better. Relate the question. What do they say?
Yeah, I mean, he can hear you.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
that's
just a
true.
you hearing him thing.
Yeah, it's yeah,
They're
you're
busy
right.
talking to each other. They're not paying attention to whatever you fuckers are saying anymore.
I'm just gonna like snap my fingers, you whistle, hey, asking a question.
Not right now. We're theorizing.
Boy.
So are we. Is it just a certain type of nature chakra? Is it in perfect balance by her? Is it like what's going on here?
That's what we're theorizing about. Give us, I don't know,
Okay,
5 minutes or
all
something.
right. Take your
Okay.
time on that.
Okay.
This alternating current shit's so confusing.
That's basically what it is.
You took out that deck of cards, right, Carissa?
Of
Wanna
course.
play Go Fish? Oh,
That's
like
the
wait for
only
these
thing I'm
guys to
good for these
theorize
days
about
anyway. Let's do
special
this.
fancy chakra and channeling sage mode.
Let's do this.
Alright.
I just hold on. I just have to be still touching her. I'll play. They've completely shut me
No.
out.
You go ahead, have your little theorize with your funny celestial nature, or whatever funny chakra you guys have.
Uh,
Anyway, you got any freeze?
Let's find out.
I'm giving both of you a will of fire.
Does mean I have two?
I think so.
You
I,
have one more than you had before.
I won't complain.
are there 6 3s in the deck?
No.
What kind of rigged deck of cards do you have?
This is what happens when you let the gambler bring the cards.
Why do you think she's such a successful gambler? It's stacked in her favor.
Quite
Okay.
literally.
No, here's Hal's thought process. If it
Mhm.
landed on a 3, I would have said go fish.
I see. Oh, fuck.
Ah, breathe, you stupid bitch. Hang on.
You are now manually breathing. Yes.
God damn it.
Ah, thank you.
I'm sorry for the curse he's put upon you, audience. Never
Listen,
mind that I did the same thing a few weeks ago.
It
Uh,
was hilarious.
yeah.
But after the allotted time is up, the larger of the two monkeys will speak up. You, Hugo Brat, we're done theorizing. For now.
Uh-huh.
Hugo Brett.
I like it.
Shut up. Yeah, what's your theory?
Well, you had information that I didn't. And now we've
Uh-huh.
come up with somewhat of a hypothesis for why it hurts.
All right.
Okay.
You said that the big eldritch being or whatever was more than happy to accept nature chakra.
Yes.
And you've also discovered that we were once that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think the nature chakra's trying to make it overtake the everything.
Well,
Yeah, instead of being like a thing sealed another thing, the thing is just trying to break out. So no nature chakra for me. That one can still have a little celestial as a treat because he's tiny.
he goes under the radar. Is that what I'm getting? The
Yeah,
gravitational pull isn't big enough?
something like that.
Okay. Well, in that case.
Point is, no nature chakra for me or any of the others.
Alright. Well, Cream A, you heard the man. No nature chakra. Uh so gathering nature chakra, it just because you're connected, it tries to go back to the thing. Alright.
Yeah. Use them as a basically a chakra relay to
Mm-hmm.
absorb it back into itself.
And because it's so forceful, it hurts.
Hurts. Yeah.
Gotcha. In that case, cannot learn Sage Mode. Can't really give you Renegon or Tensagon, but you can learn
Actually,
how to work with each other.
stop.
Oh, yeah, no, we can't. I have learned Tensagon only okay for people of
The
Maki Hyuga's
lineage.
bloodline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I know we learned before that there can only be one Renegon user at a time or
yeah,
some
something
funny
like
doobie
that.
like that.
Now,
Them other eyes though. Let me stop.
There are other eyes, but
We are not
what's
doing
important
this.
is that they learn how to work with their sage beasts.
Yes, I agree. Well, tail
Uh,
beast, but
and
sage
yeah,
beast if
yeah,
they have a
tail beast.
contract. But yes,
Yeah, sage beast. Yeah. But the tail beast, that's the one that I meant.
yes.
Uh, in which case, is it time that we set up a Jin Cherokee boot camp?
Yes.
A boot camp.
Boot camp.
And what would that accomplish?
I mean,
If you were
cooperation.
able to, yeah, if you were able to properly manifest and work with your tailed beasts, then you'd be helpful at least against the worms. We wouldn't want to bring you against any of the avatars, but the offspring of the mother worm, potentially the mother worm itself, would be something that you could fight, and we need every little bit of help we can get.
And this boot camp, how exactly is it going to teach me how to do this?
Well, the Jinchuriki of the Land of Earth has already worked with their tailed beasts and can fully manifest. I don't know how it all works, but if we can put you in contact with each other to work together, then maybe you can make it work. All right, monkey?
Why are you talking to me like I'm the problem?
Because you're an asshole. And I'm not saying that to insult you, I'm just saying as a matter of fact. And oftentimes, you just kind of don't want to help. Or you feel like you're entitled to the fact that because you helped a little bit, you're owed something. That's what I thought. Now, out of respect, I'm not going to call you by name unless you tell me your name. But so until then, I will continue to call you Monkey.
And I will continue to call you that Hugo brat.
As long as we have an understanding. All right.
Good talk.
Yeah. So we take you to the Legend Cherokee, put everybody in contact, and we go from there. I have training that I need to do for the Tensagon. Aruto has training that he needs to do for Sage Mode. Ito has training he needs to do for his Rinnegan. Uh, Kurisu, dude, I don't even know if she can get stronger. Jesus Christ.
Of
We're gonna
Uh,
course, there's
try.
still gates.
I yeah, but I don't know that. Uh, and
You're aware that there's 8 and that you've only
am
seen
I
her use 6?
okay? It's like Kurisu. Ooh man, one more gate. And then just in case there's one after that, but one more gate. Uh,
It's common knowledge that there are 8 gates. It's just extremely difficult and time consuming to learn how to use even the first one, so no one does it.
gotcha.
And I'm going, how common knowledge is it the eighth one kills you, by the way?
Very.
Cool. I'm glad we understand.
It is
Most
it is it is basic medical knowledge. That
the robots have invaded.
Yeah, they
oh
did.
man, where are the robots? Um,
You cut out
but
somewhere after basic medical knowledge.
yeah, opening all the gates. Because what it does is it releases a massive flow of chakra that burns you from the inside out. And even Naruto can't fix that.
I think the
Actually.
correct word is boil, but yes.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. After you boil to a certain point, then it just starts burning.
Cool. 50 Celsius. Good to know.
Don't worry. Up to a certain point with extremely precise scenario, there is the 1% chance we can get you to survive.
Uh,
Do not
I
take the
stand by the
chance.
fact that Might Guy should have died. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why there's such a small chance that you can even get Kurisu to survive.
Listen. I am a gambler. I've been a gambler since before I was even a girl, okay?
You
I
told me
ain't
there was a non-zero chance.
I ain't
Do
gambling with that
not
shit.
make me KO you before you can get to that 8th gate, because I will do it.
God damn.
I
Uh,
listen.
I brought you into this world. No, let me stop.
There there's gonna there is so we need to be on like an on galaxy brain, another plane of existence. The world will die if I don't level shit for me to pull out the eighth, okay?
And then she's
yeah,
gonna
that's why
go out the way of
Guy pulled
Adachi.
it out. Yeah, go
Yeah.
out the way of it out. But yeah, that's why Might Guy pulled it out.
And I
Because it was that or the world was just was ruined.
yeah, and listen. Either I solve this or it's
Uh-huh.
suddenly not my problem anymore.
Exactly.
So anyway, this eighth
Uh
gate.
yeah, you need to learn the last two gates. Yep, see Shirley's on board. Uh and then we need to find a way to contact Osuke. And I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do that. Contact Osuke, find his legacy. I don't know. Maybe if
I've
you
read everything from
continue.
the Jumbo Scroll. Yeah? My Jumbo Scroll, right?
That's the Uzumaki scroll, right?
Well, no, not my mini one, the small one for the Uzumaki. I mean the jumbo one that we got
Oh,
at
the
the
big Senju
maze.
one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
I read
Uh,
everything out of there.
it is a really big scroll. You've got maybe call it day and a half estimate. Maybe two if someone decides to bug you to eat.
It will be two. The boy does eat.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
that's a rough estimate of how much of the scroll you have left.
Okay. I will be sure to retrieve it from Ryomi.
um, and I will ask Monkey. It's like, hey, what do you know about how we can contact OSK or find his legacy here? As far as I know, he's on the moon.
Mm, the only thing I can think of would be something to do with the nature energy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Probably how he got there in the first place.
Oh,
Or
he's
simply
speaking my
needs to
language.
ascend.
Not that I can hear this.
Yeah, I will repeat it though.
Speaking my language, I want to go to the moon. Going to the moon. Moon ride.
Haruto's
Moon ride.
he's going to ascend. Uh, okay. We have an idea of what we need to be doing.
Aruto, quick, roll mediate.
D8. I like those. Oop. Oh, that's a 6. I was a little off. There you go. 7.
Okay.
Hopefully that's the good number. I forgot to ask what I'm actually aiming for.
This number will be important later.
Okay.
Uh, well, we need to find out how far away the worm is, how long we have until they reach the swamp,
Oh,
and we need to. Oh, am I roboting again?
no, I just say yep.
Okay. And we need to take Karime to the others so that they can start their boot camp. The slow, like hesitant turn towards Ito.
The
I mean, you
grinding of stone as you just rotate. Ito sitting there with Kurisu, still playing Go Fish.
Yeah, we fucking are.
Wondering why he has 3 pairs of threes and there's another one in his hand.
I got the Bandit Keith contraption.
gosh.
What'd you need?
Yeah, we're gonna do the boot camp, and that requires us to have all the Jinchuriki in the same place.
To be fair,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know where they're at.
Yeah, just that there's somewhere
Do
close
we?
to Mizumi. That's true.
Yeah, but if we go to Mizumi, it shouldn't be too hard for us to find them.
You know who might also just know?
Who might also just know?
Shigeki.
I mean, that's what
Shigeki
he
doesn't
told
know.
us earlier. Remember?
He said that
Last
he
he
doesn't
heard that
know
they were
where
close
where
to the
near.
city.
Yeah. So asking him, he knows as much as we do.
He knows slightly more because it was his plan for where they were to go should things go terribly awry. He just doesn't know if things have gone even more horribly awry.
That is true.
And
Oh, okay.
we can ask him exactly where we should be going.
So yeah, let's go bust back up in there, apprise them of the current plan, get the extra slice of intel, and
And yeah,
yeah, we go to talk to the Kage.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah. The Kage and Rayumi.
uh, they're talking about moving all over the place with the Raikage to get an accurate line of where the worm is and how useful that would actually be if the worm can move that fast.
And having an idea of where it is.
They don't even notice you all enter again.
Alright.
Yes?
uh so you're trying to figure out and finding where the worm is and figuring out how fast it's going to get there is very important. We need to figure out what our time frame is for preparing. Uh Secondly, uh Shigeki, we need to find where the backup location was so we can take Karime there and talk to all the Jinjuriki.
Let me zoom in so I can draw on the map.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
Uh,
do this freehand. It will only end in greatness.
Yeah, you with your trackpad?
I have a mouse.
Mhm.
Oh, he has a mouse.
It's whether or not I'm good with it is the next question you should be asking, and the answer to that is no.
Feel that. While he's marking that,
I see. It
Ryomi.
has appeared.
The circle is a little thicker than I intended, but whatever. I just didn't change the brush size.
Good
Okay.
circle.
Damn, we haven't been there. It looks like you're not being a taxi today. We're just gonna take a boat.
Ito in the back. Yippee!
Accurate.
Uh, Ryomi, you still have the Senju scroll?
Yeah, why?
I'm gonna need that back. I've got some more reading to finish up for that.
Okay.
He has a little bit more required reading.
Hold out your arms.
Ugh.
She's gonna hold out one of her arms, make a sign with her other one, and it's going to pop out of a little summoning circle on her wrist.
Look at the flick of the wrist. I like it.
And then the paper that it was on, the seal fades.
Makes sense.
Well, there you go.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah, we need to figure out how much time we have so that we know how much time we have to train, increase our abilities with our respective disciplines, and how much time the Jinchuriki have to practice as well. Speaking of, does any nation have a method of long range communication, whether that be a jutsu or a technology?
The Raikage is gonna slowly lift his hand.
You never disappoint. Except when we had to fight you. You got hit by your own jutsu, and it was kind of embarrassing. Uh,
You can't
I
do that
wasn't.
to
What? I. Whatever.
you're being controlled. You weren't at your best.
him. Oh my gosh.
Nobuyuki,
Yeah.
you really need to learn when to shut up.
Uh, listen.
Especially when that jutsu could have ended the game there.
Yeah,
Oh, it
could-
100% could have ended the game there. But but not Naruto, but Ito's a funny guy.
That he is.
Uh, uh, Also, we all passed the save. At least the ones of us that got hit by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Which I
doesn't
think was
stop the
me.
fact that if you failed, it was 4 turns of paralysis.
Yeah, that would have sucked. But anyway.
Dodge that bullet.
Yeah.
It
Literally.
only really functions in the land of lightning, though. It utilizes the mountain range.
Yeah, like I said, you know what? You're being controlled. We're at your best, not using your best jutsu. Have it up for the situation.
What? No, not that. I was talking about the communication.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we having the conversation. You got lost. You were saying only works in Land of Lightning.
I mean, we haven't tried it elsewhere because we use the mountains to help with the signals.
Ah, yes.
Hey. Uh, what do the mountains have to do with it? Is it like radio extenders?
What? No, you know the crystals that we use.
Yeah, we have a few.
We shine them off the snow caps.
Oh. Yeah, that's not really gonna help, is it? Because at the moment, I've just been trying to create a network of sage beasts to relay messages everywhere we need to be. I should have a snake around here. Anyway.
As you question that, a snake slithers by. It is not a sage snake. It is just a snake.
I'm going to snap and point to it anyway. I'd like to roll performance.
Go ahead.
Or deception. One of those.
I'll take either.
Hell yeah!
You snap and
Yeah.
point at it. It's gonna look up at you because of the noise, and then it's gonna slither off really quickly, like almost like you caught it not working.
Oh my god.
Uh, really, it's just afraid of the large thing that snapped and pointed at it. It made a loud
Yeah.
noise. It's spooky. But it looks like it just looked up at you and then started to go off like you caught it working or not working.
Oh my god.
Everyone else is gonna look like, what? Fuck?
Like I said, network of sage beasts. Moroyo, who knows?
Moroya, who knows? Arito, who has sage training, also is aware that that's not one of them.
That's just a snake. But he wouldn't blow my cover like that, right?
I will keep my observations to myself this time.
Love you, buddy.
I have other things on my mind, like how my patients are doing.
Uh, okay. Uh, I will be like leaving a messenger snake here to make sure that things are taken care of, by the way. Make sure that we have some sort of communication.
I'll send a message to my associates watching over the Jinchuriki.
All right, and we can just head on down there. Take a boat, I suppose,
Uh, why are you all heading down there?
with Karime.
I mean, I was just going to send Ryomi with her.
I suppose that does work.
That will do.
Yeah. The
I
rest of
mean,
us need to communicate.
you all can do your training here on the bridge, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, for the most part.
especially since I need that 2 days from you. That flying
Ah.
rising.
I hear you rubbing your hands together.
God, now I'm just picturing Cronenberg's The Fly, but Richie is the main star instead of Jeff Goldblum.
Uh,
He's going to then summon a bunch of small slugs. Hand one to everybody.
uh-huh.
One to each of the Kage, one to you guys, and one to Ryomi.
Mm-hmm.
It occurs to me that I never got to teach you all about the slugs, have I?
Nope.
But no, a lot happened. That was not one of them.
Yeah, I just remember the main one of the joint mission. Man, that was so long ago. It wasn't your slugs, but it was slugs in general.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
5 years ago.
this nice lady here is the chief of the slugs,
Oh,
Oh,
hello. Oh, wow.
and as slugs have the capability of splitting into multiple different bodies like this, which makes me think that was the worm originally a slug?
Whoa.
A worm slug?
potentially related, but that's a question
Goes
for
back to
later.
what I said before. Does
About the
Rami have a
skull?
giant set of container of salt?
Five?
Anyway, that's a thought for tomorrow, I guess. She can do somewhat long range communication. It's not extremely fast because it has to go from these little things to the big one in the forest to another small one, and then it's got to be the correct small one.
But that's better than nothing.
Yeah, it shouldn't be more than ever a 10-minute delay, but I've also never quite been this far away from another slug, so
We'll
you
find
know.
out.
We'll test the limits.
And while he's explaining this, he does have like the one in his arm, kind of like a cat, and he's scratching it between the stalks.
I'm not going to dig into that. I'm just gonna let that sit. Alright. Well, in that case, uh, is there? I'm gonna look to the others in the party. It's like, all right, is there anywhere special that any of you need to go for your training, or are we going to be training on the bridge?
I'm perfectly fine right here.
All right, Ito.
Not particularly.
Okay, Kurisu. A waterfall or a mountain?
Now
Uh,
that's stereotypical. Let me stop.
Yes.
you do realize I don't do projectiles, right?
I can teach you.
Go on.
There's a Hyuga technique in which you use your taijutsu to control your chakra and send a blast of chakra and condensed air like you would a punch.
Fuck it, where's the waterfall?
Not what I was thinking. I was thinking like the sitting under the waterfall, like the meditation thing. Oh.
See, you were thinking traditional. I was thinking fucking Ryu, the karate hobo himself.
I know
uh,
exactly the scene Carissa was thinking of.
yeah. But yeah, I can teach you a ranged taijutsu.
That would be
Uh,
appreciated.
although you do now have
I have options,
peacock.
is what I have.
Yeah, you have peacock. You just in case. I know they changed this because I don't use it anymore. He's only a 30-foot range, but that's better than nothing.
Third, at that range, I could just sneeze and be in distance.
Yeah, at every rank that you upcast, it increases by 10 feet.
I,
I don't know why you would need a ranged jutsu now I'm thinking about it,
I,
but
I
Because
am the bullet.
what if you don't want to be that close? What if they've got a
uh,
thorns effect?
Hadouken,
uh,
Hadouken, Hadouken.
yeah, actually that's the reason. And I'm sure there are other ranged taijutsu. This
I'm
one
looking
only
at the
deals.
taijutsu list. I need you to understand how many of them are just fucking fighting game moves.
That's fantastic.
Or my favorite, a Devil May Cry reference.
You make an excellent point.
Okay, this one's 5d4 force damage at base rank, and it's only 3 chakra. And each upcast is plus 3 chakra and 2d4 damage and 10 feet of range. And if they fail con save, then they can't mold chakra. There is a higher version of this, but anyway, I can teach you some Byakugan techniques, some gentle fist techniques.
Nod, nod. Oh god, it's 11.
Like this one where you ignore damage reduction.
Oh,
And it makes your chakra damage also deal an equal amount of force damage. And each successful unarmored attack you make in the same turn deals chakra damage. That deals chakra damage increases the cost of the next jutsu of the affected creature by 2, up to 3 times.
You may go to sleep if you wish.
alrighty, diety. I will prepare myself for the nightmare that is tomorrow. I'm no longer in the hole money-wise, by the way. So
Nice,
I
nice.
I start
Take
the
care of
conga line of
yourself.
commissions tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Take care of
Bye.
yourself.
Right.
And between now and the next session, I will have them do their training montage.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How many weeks we get? How many days? How many mini?
What is this?
That'll be up to you.
All right. I am going to sit out for the next 3 years.
Do we know how fast the worm is moving? Where it is right now? Because that determines, like, how soon we get that information determines how long we stay for the rest of this.
You only have a direction. You can't get a distance.
What if we, sent people out to figure that out, which is the thing that we asked the Kage to do?
The problem is, by the time the scout gets there, the worm will be long gone.
Yes, you take the right Kage with you. Right Kage has to be a compass.
I mean, they could do that.
We just need a vague understanding of where it is and how fast it's moving. We need like a time frame.
I will add in group downtime a new thing.
Okay.
Sounds good. But sounds like with that, good night to the peoples.
Hey, to the peoples.
Thanks for joining.
Right, people?
Bye.
Bye.